Okay, so I'm going to explain what the limit of a function is. Okay, let's suppose you have a graph and this line represents f of x. Okay, and I want to know what the limit of f of x when x approaches to 2 is. Okay, now first of all, I need to understand what do we mean by x approaches 2. Okay, you have to keep it in your mind. When I say x approaches 2, I don't mean x equal to 2, okay? This should be really clear, okay? I don't mean x equal to 2, okay? What I mean is, let's say I start from here, okay? Approaching means, this is like 2, okay? So I'm approaching towards 2, okay? So I'm getting closer and closer to the value of 2, which is the value of x, right? So I'm getting closer to 2. What I'm doing, I'm looking for the value of y, because f of x is basically, it is the value of y, right? So I'm looking for the value of y when x approaches to 2. So I'm going to get really close to 2, but I don't care what the value of y is when I am at the point 2. I don't care about f of 2. I don't care about this, okay? When I say x approaches 2, I don't mean f of 2. Otherwise, I would just put it there and I'll get the value of y, right? What I mean is, what is the value of y when I get really close to the value of x? 2, which is 2, right? Okay, now we can assume it from here. We are getting closer. We are getting closer to x equals 2, okay? Now, let's say we reach to that point. We know that there is a hollow circle, right? So, this function is not defined when x is equal to 2, okay? But we don't care about that point. We care about the point that is really close to the value of 2, okay? So, it is really easy to assume that as I get closer and closer, okay? And when I get really close to it, I can see that the value of y is, let's say this is the value of y. Let's say this is L. Okay? Now, I know that the value of this function at x when x is equal to 2, it is not defined. Okay? But I don't care about that. I don't mean x equal to. I mean when x approaches to 2, when it gets really close to it. Okay? And I know that it is defined on every other point other than x equal to 2, right? So I can really easily say that when I approach to 2, the value of y is L. Okay? Now, imagine this point, it is still hollow, but when I put the value of x 2, the answer that I'm getting is, let's say, 1. Okay? So, it is defined, right? On this point, it is defined that the value of y or f of x is almost, you can say it is 1. So, f of 2 is 1. Okay? But still, if you ask me, what is the limit of f of x when x approaches 2? So, do you think I'm going to say the answer is going to be 1? No. I'm not going to say the limit of f of x when x approaches to 2 is equal to 1. Why? Because I don't even care about what the value of the function is when the value of x is 2. I mean when I get really close to it and it did not change, right? Because of the value here, the things did not change, right? I still have the same graph. So the answer will still be L. Okay? So, in short, when I say the limit of a function when x approaches a certain value, it means I want the value of y when x approaches really close to that point, not on that point. Okay? I hope you understood.